Today on The Boot Guy, we're talking about the THOROGOOD Lace and Zip. Lace and Zipper, Lace and Zip. So the Lace and Zippers from THOROGOOD have been a highly requested review that guys have asked me to do. So I figured I'd get a set and I'd show you guys what they're all about. Now for examples here, I am using my own THOROGOOD tactical boot and I laced them in here. Now this boot has a side zip and now it has a front zip. This is like the ultimate lazy man's boot now. You don't have to ever tie your shoes again. You can just zip them up, zip them down. So inside a box of lace and zips, what you're going to find are these beautiful leather-bound zippers, and they're a high-impact YKK zipper. Now, this particular system has a Velcro over the zipper there, as you can see, and it has 8 eyelets. Each set comes with some laces, and when you look at the craftsmanship on these, you can tell that they're THOROGOOD just by the way they look. You can see craftsmanship is built into each pair of these. The laces they send along are tremendous laces. They are the best of THOROGOOD's tactical laces. The ends are finished off real nicely. They're the type of lace that's got a nice strong memory to them. So when you crank them down, they stay cranked down. They're not like cheap little flimsy laces. THOROGOOD did a really good job of sending along some nice laces. Now the zippers, well, you can see that it is a beautiful zipper. THOROGOOD, when it comes to making things, usually they do a superior job on everything they do, and these zippers are no different. Now installing these zippers seems to be a little tricky for the first time, and you might have to go back and forth. Even though there are instructions on the back of the box, you might have to go back and do it again until you get it the way you want it to be. Now I laced these in quickly just for this review, and I do believe that I'm going to go back and I'm going to redo this a few times till I can figure out what works best with this boot. If I choose to leave them in this boot, I'm thinking this boot is about to die after I think it's 4 or 5 years now. Maybe it's less, maybe it's more, but I've had this boot a really long time, and I think it's time for it to die. But as you can tell, you start on the bottom and you run the master lace underneath the zipper, and you try to even out your laces from that point forward. So when I say the master lace, it's the part that's underneath. Now a lot of people like to put the master lace over the top. They do the U on the top. I always run mine from eyelet to eyelet underneath so I can pull the lacing system closer. Now on this, I did it the same way. I ran the master lace underneath, and then I slowly went up and over into each hole. Now luckily there's enough holes between the zipper system and my boot that this works out. It doesn't work correctly though, because this boot is not really made for these. Now THOROGOOD does make a lot of their tactical boots that the lacing zippers work perfectly with. Unfortunately, this THOROGOOD boot is not one of them. Now, I'm not going to blame the boot or the lacing system here. I'm just going to blame age on the boot. That this boot, from its generations, this was not engineered to hold these zippers. But THOROGOOD does have a lot of boots now. So, continue going through till you get up to the top. At the top is going to be the trickiest part. THOROGOOD has some good instructions on there on how to finish it off and how to tie it into a knot and run the laces back down. But that's the kind of thing that I'm sure you guys are going to figure out for yourselves. So the little Velcro tab that they send along, that is actually to keep this thing from banging around. Because if it's loose, it jingles and it jangles and you sound like Santa Claus running around. But once you put it underneath the Velcro, all that goes away. It becomes a very quiet boot. And if you're wearing your black tactical boots for tactical reasons, then you're not going to want to make any noise, are you? Now it opens and closes really nicely. I got to say that opens and closes. I mean, look at that. When I say that this is the ultimate lazy man's boot now, that thing opens up. That's very, very generous. That boot is opening up really nice. Now I understand that there's the second side zip there, but hey, Now I could see putting these into a pair of insulated boots, especially if it's an older pair that you're just going to leave laying around for when you got to run the snowblower, shovel the sidewalks, go out and clean off your wife's car if you're a nice guy. This is a pretty good system for that. Now as for EMTs, tactical police, uniformed officers and all that, well, that's what it's made for, and the THOROGOOD is probably the best that's out there right now. Best quality, best looking, most practical, and an extra piece of Velcro so it doesn't shake or jingle. It's a really nice touch. So that's the THOROGOOD lace-in zipper system. If you're using these right now, please comment below. Let guys know what you think about them. If you've got a special way of running the laces through in order to make it work, unlike what I did here, comment below, do a video response, whatever it takes so guys know the best way to get this into their boots to get the best fit. And that's what it's all about, is getting the best fit. If you want to know more about the THOROGOOD's lace zippers or the other tactical boots that THOROGOOD makes, please check out my website, TheBootGuy.com. There I'll have all kinds of information about the THOROGOOD's lace and zipper systems and also other things that THOROGOOD makes. Please don't forget to hit my subscribe button below. It really helps out. And if you should have any questions about lace and zipper systems or just tactical boots in general, send me an email. Pick my brain. See what I got to say if you're about to buy a pair. All right, until the next time, I'm the Boot Guy. Thanks a lot for watching. Okay.